Boom, welcome to another Cracks interview, and I'm out here going to interview an amazing artist who's going to tell you all about his journey and what made him want to start making music and get into all types of creative work. And he goes by the name of
Osh.
Osh. Nice to meet you, Osh. Nice to meet
How
you.
are you?
So, Osh, what got you into music and what made you want to start making music?
Honestly, I started at 6 years old
Yeah.
when my dad kind of pushed me into it. At that time, I wasn't really that passionate about it because
Yeah.
that was like classical music, and wasn't really into it.
Yeah.
But when I got to age 14, my brother was starting to play in a rock band,
Yeah.
and that whole kind of atmosphere of, being in front of people
Yeah.
for the show and
Yeah.
getting reactions out of people was what really got me into that
Yeah.
process. And
So would you say you enjoy? So you've performed in front of crowds and stuff like that in front of people?
definitely.
How does the emotions feel when you get that like applause, and does it trigger some sort of emotion, and do you think it kind of helps push you more to do more and more, and also like support and stuff like that?
Absolutely. I think it's totally different when you're playing alone, and then
Yeah.
when you're playing in front of an audience. Obviously, there's instantly a kind of an accountability
Yeah.
factor where you're, if you realize if you make a mistake, it's not going to be as impressive, and
Yeah.
you're not going to impress people as much. But for me, it's like a definite drive when you're in
yeah.
front of people.
Okay.
If you're gonna perform well, they may come up to you
Yeah.
and say, "That was incredible. You're really talented," or things like that. So definitely drive there.
Yeah, it's true. So what kind of artists do you look up to right now? Because there's a lot of artists now. There's Drake, Meek Mill, Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Carti, Machine Gun Kelly. The
Right.
list goes on. So what artists do you type of gravitate towards? What artists right now do you feel like your music relates to, or do you feel that you relate to right now in music? Like what artists?
Right. Yeah. Well, the music that I play is kind of away from pop right now,
Okay.
but it's still like pop piano. I would
Yeah,
say
yeah.
not a lot of people know these artists, but they're really popular, such as Ludovico Einaudi.
Yeah.
There's like obvious Yeruma, the
Yeah.
Japanese
Yeah.
composer everyone knows.
So would you
Jan
say that?
Tiersen
So would
as
you
well.
say that's where you got your influence from? That kind of style of music.
Yeah, currently the
Yeah.
stuff that I compose on the piano
No, yes,
is
yes.
heavily influenced by those. However, I'm obviously still listening to pop. So honestly, it's 2 days ago I listened to Lana Del Rey, which is one of my favorites
yeah.
pop
She's good,
artists.
she's good,
It's,
yeah.
really nice
Yeah,
melodies and
yeah,
all
okay.
that stuff.
So who's your dream feature? If you had one person to feature with as an artist, who would
Oh,
your
wow.
dream feature be?
Oh wow, that's a crazy one. I
Yeah.
haven't thought about that. That's a really special
Yeah.
one. I think at the moment, just what's been affecting me, I really love Kiasmos. It's kind of
Okay.
an electronic, melodic electronic.
Melodic sound. Okay,
So
yeah,
I would
yeah.
love to feature with them. That would
Okay.
be really cool.
Okay. And right now, they say that music right now, a lot of people are scared to sign deals and want to be independent. Some people want to sign deals. What would you do as an artist? Because you're independent, you're independent right now. You're not signed to no label now. So would you
Yeah.
sign a deal, or would you want to remain independent and own your stuff? Because it's like a catch 50-50. Some people don't know
Yeah.
whether they want to sign or not to sign. So what would you
Yeah.
do? What would you do as an
Well,
artist?
yeah, as you said, you're right about that. It's really tricky and confusing sometimes too.
Yeah.
And the record deals, they're gonna have like 50-page contracts and all that stuff. I would probably, well, if I was offered a deal, I would probably get a lawyer or something, and then
Get a lawyer, guys. Get a lawyer.
or someone on that level,
Yeah.
perhaps some acquaintance, and then see if there's any actual benefit there, because oftentimes, obviously, all those benefits are outweighed by fees that they take away from you.
Yeah,
But I would
true.
definitely look into that, and
Yeah.
if it gets me something, like, at the end of the day, if it's exposure plus some money, then I would still
Yeah.
go for that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's true. So what is your one advice would you give upcoming artists? Because you know a lot of people are scared to put themselves on social media, scared to be judged, scared that
Yeah.
people wouldn't like their music. So a lot of creative people are scared to put themselves out there because they're scared of how people might view them and how people might think about them. So what's your one advice would you give to an upcoming artist? And do you feel like image
wow.
plays an important role in today's music?
Okay, so first about putting yourself out there. My advice would be, well, step one, to rehearse the hell out of whatever you're gonna do,
Yeah.
so that have a level of confidence in you once you get in front of the people, which I'm doing. And number two is probably actually put yourself in as many situations as possible, as many places in front of people, even if you like don't really feel like that, even if it's something small, but it's still progress towards like the bigger step. And the second thing you asked,
Image.
was the
Image. Do you think image is important in music?
Yeah, I definitely think it is. Obviously, physical appearance. I mean, we can obviously see so many cultural
differences,
strange differences in music. And I'm trying to stay away from like brands and stuff like that, so I'm kind of neutral, you know, but still, like, I'm like wearing stuff like that, which is, it's kind of like colors and patterns, and for me that just represents kind of freedom of creativity. And I definitely feel it's important. People come up to me, they love the hoodie. And,
I like the hoodie too.
Thanks, man.
I like it. So, where can they find you on the social media? We're coming to the end of the interview now. So, is there any words of wisdom you want to give the people them or anything, and promote yourself in your social media?
Oh yeah, definitely. I would say words of wisdom. When you're doing something creatively, like in my case, my target is always either healing people or elevating people, and that's the target for me. It's not initially the money, even though now I'm making a living from music, but it's definitely those things. And I promise, like, those reactions, if you put those intentions into the context, that it's gonna come back in a really positive way.
So you take that words of wisdom. So where can they find you on social media?
And social media wise, on Instagram, it's my main social media channel. It's OSH_VEDA.
Okay, remember that.
For Echo.
E for Echo. It was great interviewing you, Osh.
Nice.
Hey, I'll keep following your journey. Boom, we out.